Welcome, ladies and gents, back to another Bingo Blitz episode, and welcome to Malaysia. More specifically, welcome to Pinang Peranakan Mansion here in Pinang, ahead of today's game. Now, if like myself, you're probably not going to be lucky enough to be able to go to a beautiful place like this, honestly, I'll check it out on Google Maps. It's absolutely lovely. But without further ado, let's head on into Football Manager 22 and let's catch up on a couple of games, shall we? Okay, so after we had that attack on Brack in the last episode, well, we had another successful game in the Cup this time. We went to the Asian Confederation Cup and we took on that other team in our free group of Kuang Nin He. So, nice simple victory in this one, as you can see, not as difficult as their name is, at least to say. 3-1 victory. Mauricio did pick himself up a yellow card though, and I believe that did get him a suspension going forward. Krasniki got a goal on the 26th minute. He got himself his brace on the 40th. Hakim then in the second half made it the free before they of course pulled one back on the 75th, and we had one disallowed for Zamri on the 78th. We then played our FA Cup game and, well, as you can see, it was a rather one-sided affair, although they managed to hold us out rather admirably, mind you. A 1-0 victory was picked up in the end. They didn't have a single shot in this game. We need to be better in front of goal though. 29 total, only 8 of them on target. Better on the passing though, better on possession. All round, we were better. We just need to play better, finish better, and pick up a few more goals in the future. Which, my friends, brings us here to the notebook. As you can see, it's mainly injuries in here, and one specific player managed to get himself injured twice. So, first of all, his Hanapi. He picked up an injury in the Kuang Ning game, and, well, it was a simple little one, I believe. Yes, sustained a bruised ankle during a tackle. He's fine now, but he had that. Mauricio reaches his yellow card limit. I touched upon this one. As you can see, Mauricio's picked up an automatic ban. The ban will apply to Asian competitions. As a result of this ban, he will miss the Confederation Cup against Tampins and at that stadium. Okay, so he's picked up that yellow card, got himself suspended for the next game. It's going to be interesting who we play at right back, because he's about our only half decent one. Now, another injury, of course, is Sumara. Sumara picked up a bruised shoulder in the game against Perak for 6 to 9 days. He also picked up another injury for 2 to 3 days. That was a bruised knee in training. So, he's not having the best of luck when it comes to injuries. Also, Musa, I believe is Musa one of our backup players? Oh, yes, defender midfielder. Musa, he went and picked himself up an injury for 1 to 2 days, a bruised shin in that Perak game. But enough rambling from me, let's hop on into that action. And so game time is finally upon us, and as you can see, it's a rather poor attendance here today. Only 5,784 tickets have been sold out of a 25,000 capacity. At least the pitch is in very good condition, although it's 32 degrees Celsius. It's very similar to my bedroom and calm. So, second versus 8th, we are of course going to apply the singular opposition instruction, but who is going to be playing for us today? Well, we've got our positive mentality for this one. In goal is Marlis, a backline of Ong, Laure, Kalonda and Mauricio. On the left hand side is Adri, on the right is Sumara. In between, Krasniki, Cambrera and Agyakwa sitting behind Hakim. A bench of Biden, Eldsdal, Ishak, I keep wanting to say his middle name, Safari, Mansour, Suhaimi and Zamri. So let's crack on with this. We are going to submit the team. As you can see, no changes from the last match. We're going with the exact lineup that was out last time out. Hopefully they can finish just a wee little bit better in this one. They've got 2 changes to their lineup, but let's get in that dressing room. We're going to go assertive, or should we go a bit more punch fists? I think assertive with us. We'll be a bit more assertive if you carry on your performance from last match. If you do. So, gonna kick off. Also, keep wanting to belch. It's just there. It's tickling away, you know, in the background. doesn't quite want to come. But Krasniki right now going to play the ball over to this left-hand side. Finds Ong inside to Adri. He's probably going to go up to Ong. He does. He plays it inside to Krasniki. Krasniki back to Ong. Ong maybe make a run down that left-hand side. No, he's going to go inside to Krasniki. It's now over to Hakim. Hakim up to Hijacker. Maybe turn and pass it back out wide. Krasniki, ball through. Ooh, nice little bit of build-up in the middle. They were getting closed out, but they did manage to force themselves a bit of space. Ong, though, had the space and then was just like, no, not using it. Don't want to use the space down this left-hand side. But it's nodded away. Kalondo will collect it. No, he's beaten to it, but I think... Seriously, they got the free kick from that? That looked like we might have got badged into. Whatever. We are going to pause it a second, because I would like to, of course, put this back on the league table. So, 2 shots so far, 2 on target, 0.2 XG, 60% of the possession. We might even be able to go attacking in this one. Lowry's going to get it down to Asri right now, though, and he's going to build up on this left-hand side. Now, Ong, make the run down this channel. Come on, you've got spot behind you. Plays it inside to Cabrera. He gets it to Asri. Asri now maybe continue the run, pull it back to Ong, and then he can pass it back to you possibly. No? Back to Ong now? Yes. Ong, whip one in. Back post. Not a free header, but the King does follow it up after Samara nods it across. Unfortunately, though, he's offside. He's offside, so it's not going to amount to anything. Also, a lot of wasted space in that car park in that corner of the ground, if you've noticed. Weird. Put the wall all the way up into the corner of the ground, but the parking spaces don't use that extra space. So I don't know why they took that corner of the ground away. Just square it off, you know. Anyways, I don't know. Sports Interactive in the very interesting external design of grounds coming into play with that one. At least it's not an ambulance that's like fenced off and doesn't have any way out. There is that. But Lowry over to Asri. Asri, what's he going to do on this left-hand side? Can he get past his man? He has. He's got past him. That was a great bit of running by him to go down this byline. But gets it across. Hakim. Oh, is it the bye? It's come back to him, though. And he pokes it back in. Second opportunity. That was rather lucky of him for it to bounce straight back to him. But he made a great opportunity in the beginning. And to be honest, he could have had one earlier as well. So I don't feel like we've been too spawny with that. But that was definitely a lucky bounce back off the crossbar. Look at this. Smacks it. Don't know how he didn't put it in the net to begin with, to be honest. He had the entire right-hand side and the middle he could have gone for, but instead somehow manages to hit the crossbar. That's okay. We go into the second half, 1-0 up, and they've only had a singular shot. So let's head on into the dressing room. I think we're doing well. We're definitely able to find another gear because we're able to actually start getting our shots more on target. We've had plenty of them. It's very much been like the last game. We've got 10 on target, but only half of them. Sorry, 10 shots, but we've only had half of them on target. We need to be better in front of goal. Lowry also needs to be a little bit better on that 6.5 at a moment. But we are going to get substitute going in just a second. I'm going to pause it. Okay, so we're not too bad for fitness. Lowry's on a yellow card, and he's getting there with the fitness. Pahang is 2-0 up in their game, 3-0 to Terengganu. Ganau? You know who I mean. Anyway, the team in fourth. Sarawaka United, 1-0 up against Selangor, which is nice for us. Not as good as that game, though. Kadir losing their game does mean we pull within 1 point as things currently stand. So Laura is going to go off because he's on that yellow card and getting a little bit tired. We have a 6-4 for Mauricio, but as I previously mentioned, we don't have a whole lot of options over at that side. So that's definitely where I'm going to be looking in the transfer market going forward. That is for sure. But right now, we don't have anyone tiring. We still don't have anyone tiring. I mean, we might as well get... Okay, we've got a player tiring now. I was going to say, we might as well get some players on anyways, just so they are actually a little bit fitter. But Suhaimi is going to come on in there, and we'll hold on to the third one. I have a bad feeling that someone's going to get injured, or going to get a straight red or something, or even Samara is going to get himself a second yellow. So we'll hold on to that one just in case. Back post, Krasniki, come on. Second goal. And we can relax. Final 10 minutes, 2-0 lead against a side that's struggling to even get shots off against us. I think we're going to be okay. I think we are going to be okay. So, nice little sip of my drink. Hijacker was going to whip one in. Hakeem gets us a third. And of course, his 9th goal of the season. And if he didn't have his first one disallowed for offside, well, he would have himself a hat-trick by now. So, brace for Hakeem right now. Can he get that hat-trick though? Pahang doing a great job. 3-0 up now in that game. It's ball into Amin though. Amin's going to try and pull one back for Pinang. Pinang's going to whip it in. Oh, and it's a header for Zulkifli. Zulkifli, great finish there, by the way. Our goalkeeper didn't have the best of dives, but solid little header. Can't say too much about that one. Amin did a great job to whip it in. He was being closed down. Maybe don't let him get such free opportunity in the centre of the box, but it's okay. It's one goal. It's one goal. They only have 5 minutes. 1 minute. No minutes. No to work with. As we picked up a rather simple victory in this one. I can't remember where we are going next in this one. I might have said in the previous episode. If not, well, it's just going to be a surprise, isn't it? As you can see, we've had 20 shots to their 5, 11 on take 2, their 1. They did pick up some of the possession towards the end, but in the end, we remained the better team. And Hakeem 8.5, and that brace, of course, being the best performer in this one. But I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.